Lately, I've been getting a few, maybe more than a few questions about my skin routine and what am I putting on it. And I thank you so much for the feedback. And I haven't really done much of a skin routine type of video. But in this video, I will share real quickly, and it's real simple. It's real easy because it's really nothing magical to my skin routine. I don't do a lot of steps because I don't have patience and I'm kind of lazy. I'm not an expert at skin and I'm not an expert at hair. I just do what works for me. And at this age, you know what? I don't want to make a fuss. You know, being over 50, I make it more simple as I get older. And I do less steps than I did, say, in my 30s. Or did I? Nevertheless, I have a very simple skin routine, so let's get started. What I can say about what I do in the mornings, and I'll show you my products, is that I'm just an over-the-counter kind of girl. Basically, I utilize just going to my local pharmacy and get the line Neutrogena. I also use hyaluronic acid, which is an anti-aging serum. That is my foundation for everything I do on my skin in the morning and in the night before I go to bed. By the way, I do want to share that it's so important about what you eat, most importantly for your skin to get that natural glow and brightness and even skin tone. I still have blotches here. You know, I have blotches in my skin because I'm out in the sun and I know that I have hyperpigmentation from that. Also just aging. Right? And, you know, I try to embrace it. Now, I don't do any fillers. I don't do any Botox or anything like that. I try to avoid anything that's manipulation to my body as much as I can. I'm not against it. I think it's okay if you have to do a little bit of maintenance as we get older. Nevertheless, I try to stay as natural as I possibly can without looking like I'm always exhausted, because I tend to have natural dark circles under my eyes, and that's always been a thing since my being a teenager. And yeah, I always put some concealer on. Now, I don't really care for foundation because I really don't want it all over my face if I can help it. I just think it's a little too much, and I want to let my skin breathe. And I think that's most important, is letting the skin breathe and getting the proper vitamins into your body so that your skin can glow, because skin is the largest organ that you have, right? I'm still gonna show you some meals that I'm eating that I call weight loss in a bowl. I love eating bowls and putting together different combinations of vegetables and even fruit and starches. I am really embracing that and doing it daily. And so because I don't really eat breakfast, I'm trying to work in the starch of oatmeal, some form or fashion. I've been afraid of oatmeal for some reason, and I always thought that I would gain weight with it, but really not, because it's what we call a wet starch, meaning it is high water content type of starch, and so it absorbs the water, and that's exactly what you need. And it still is diluted in a way that you're not having such high calorie, so it's still low fat, it's low calorie density. And then adding in the fruit actually makes it even more low calorie density, but also gaining the vitamins and still be able to lose weight. So instead, lately I've been doing fruit with rice, and that's a great combination as well. And because I can't eat a ton of rice, but when I do, I enjoy it. So I usually have it a couple of times a week. I use my hyaluronic acid, which is anti-aging serum. And there is a couple of different brands. One's called Atwood, but I switch in and out depending on where I can find it for the best price and the purity. And so I get it on Amazon. I will leave links below if you are interested in using any of the products that I utilize. I really only have about 4 steps that I do for skincare. I think it's 4 steps. I exfoliate. I'm all about exfoliation. That is what I do every time I get in the shower. I exfoliate with a scrub, and that's called, and it's cheap. It's cheap. I get it at Walgreens or CVS or any of those kind of stores, or I order it from Amazon. St. Eve's, and it's like a control apricot scrub, and that's it. I scrub every day. I've been doing it since my 20s, and that's 30 years plus, and something has to be working. So I feel like because of the environment and the chemicals floating around in the air, you know, we get a lot of toxins, and I want to get the dead skin cells off, and it does give you a glow. It evens out your skin tone, and that's what I like doing. So, and it's like $5, and you get a nice tube, and it lasts me about a couple of weeks. One of my favorite facial washes, and that's what I use religiously. It's from Trader Joe's. It's called Nourish, and it's an all-in-one cleanser. It's exfoliator as well, and it has antioxidants in it. So the all-in-one facial cleanser, and that's only about $7 or $8, I believe, in Trader Joe's. If you have to order it at Amazon, I think it's more. I want to say it's $11 or $12, because I use that for every morning. I use it every night. Before I do a workout, I like to wash my face with the facial wash, and it's just so gentle, and it really, really does help your skin glow. It really does. The other thing I do like is the Neutrogena treatment pads, and so I get those as well, and I take that, I wipe it all over my face, and I'll have a demo here to show you, and it helps stops any breakouts. So if you tend to have a pimple here or there, that I tend to have that depending on the hormone situation, then yes, this is great for warding that off. So I put the treatment pads on first, I do that, and then I do the hyaluronic acid serum. I put that on, and then every day is the key thing to all of this is putting on a daily moisturizer. I can't tell you how important that is, and it has sunscreen in it. It's also Neutrogena, and again, it's just a little tube, and I spend quite a bit of money just on the moisturizer. So I think that's like, if you go in the store, it's probably $13, $14 for this little tube. I think it's like 5 ounces. It's not much. I do go through that a lot, but I'm all about the sunscreen as well. And I know there's other ways of doing sunscreen, but I've always used Neutrogena, and it works for me. So with that said, the moisturizing I do in the morning, and I do at night before I go to bed, and that's it. I use a lot of chapstick, and with my makeup, if you want to see here, I'll show you that. I just use a concealer, and that is from Lancome. Lancome has a high, let's see, like a heavy camouflage concealer, and it's a little tube, and that's more expensive than any of my makeup. I think it's like $30, something like that, for that little tube, but it lasts me a couple of months. And yeah, so I always dab under the eyes, and around my mouth is the main thing, because I do have those lines and little blemishes here and there that I try to even out as much as I can. But I don't like using foundation all over my face. I just don't like the feeling of not letting my skin breathe as much as possible. Then I just use a basic eyeshadow, you know, just to keep it natural as much as I can. Just another sunny day. And I just use a basic black mascara. I use a bronzer that's also from Neutrogena, and just dab a little bit on just to get a little bit of color here. Now, and I rely on the sun to give me my tan and more bronzy look, but in the winter I do tend to look a little pasty, but hey, that is my routine. Oh, and Neutrogena also. I'm all about Neutrogena. I like the brand, and it works for me. The lip gloss, I get all my colors there, and you know, and otherwise it's just chapstick. I can tell you all I use is Cantu, which is the hair conditioner, the leave-in multi conditioner with shea butter. And I also add in extra oils, and that's just a hot 6 oil basic. I get that in the store. That's like $7, $8, and that bottle lasts me for months. And so I always add it in together with the Cantu. And when my hair is wet, then I use that, and I put about a half $1 size of a worth of the leave-in, and put that in while it's wet and work through that. And it's just basically a wash and go right now is what I have. So it's shrunk. I do loosen up with the dryer. So I do loosen up my roots with the dryer. I know I'm not supposed to do that because they said damage your hair, but you know what? When you gotta go and you're in a rush, you're gonna use the dryer. And that's what I do. And I'm only using that a couple times a week because I do tend to do a co-washing rinse with conditioner. Washing my hair is like twice a month, and that's pretty much it. I don't like washing it every week because it just needs a rinse through. Cold washing is what we call it, and doing conditioning because I work out and tend to sweat, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm cleaning my hair. But I tell you, when it's dirtiest, it looks the best, So today is a co-wash day, and I just did a wash and go. As you let the days go by, then the hair gets bigger, and that's what I like about having an afro. So I hope that answers some of your questions. If you have any more additional questions about my routine, please do leave it below in the comment section. You really have to get the sleep if you want the skin to glow. Because what I know is if I don't get good sleep, it looks dull. I have those dark circles under my eyes. Now I slept okay last night, and I'll say about 7 to 8 hours average. If I get less than 7 hours, I'm looking my age, and I don't want to do that.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun for you and I. Carefree attitude. Who cares what the people think? It's been turning kinda gray in Southern California, but I'm allergic to the rain. What happened to euphoria? Don't worry about it, damn. I'm too excited. Dark liquor with the palm trees. It's all or nothing.
Always think low calorie density. And if you look at the chart of low calorie density, you'll see what I mean. It's fruits, vegetables, and starch. And staying away from the oils, or at least minimizing it. Staying away from the sugar, or at least minimizing it. Staying away from the dairy, or at least minimize it. And you will see the difference in your skin. That's pretty much I have to say. And take care of you. I know to look good, you gotta put the right things in your body to make it glow on the outside. So don't forget, take care of yourself, do low calorie density types of foods, and that'll keep you out of trouble. I thank you so much for watching, and always keep searching for the perfect bite and balance, but also take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.